ladies and gentlemen. It is Kevin Jackowitz here with the Cage Nation, and I was talking about how I wanted to do the reactions for the mixed match challenges in WWE. I haven't really paid attention to like the European Championship or a couple of the bigger, longer, drawn out bracket type matches that they've had. And I figured I'd check this one out just because it gives me a chance to kind of talk about the wrestlers, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and kind of see if there's anything new that they've added, you know, as kind of gimmicky with these types of matches. I was kind of interested in it, but I mean, only because it's the WWE stars that I know. You know, I think in this point, I do have a sense of I like familiarity with some of them. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and start out right away with week one. This is Sasha Banks and Finn Balor, and they take on Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalya. And that was kind of sad for me, actually, because they're going to take out either Finn Balor or Shinsuke Nakamura week one. And I think both of them are very, very good. And, well, this was actually before the Royal Rumble and before Nakamura won the Rumble. So, you know, I'm sure at this point he was still, you know, kind of upper mid-card. And then the transition really came at the Rumble. So here we go. And I am going to be muting the music when it pops up just because, you know, the copyright infringement shit. So, okay, first we have Finn Balor coming out. I'm a very, very big fan of Balor. I do actually have a couple of criticisms for Finn Balor, though. Well, and the biggest one is Finn Balor has one of the coolest gimmicks in all of WWE with the Demon. When I first saw that entrance with the face paint and the very theatrical entrance, it really reminded me of the next innovation in like Undertaker type entrances. You know, something long, drawn out, very cool visually. But he never does it. I mean, he does it very, very rarely and really only at pay-per-views. And I know there's a concept of, you know, it's only special because it happens so few times. I hate that. I do. I hate it. To me, it's laziness. Now, I do understand the makeup takes a while to put on, but you know what? With the amount of money that you're getting paid, take the time. That's how I feel about it. So that is a kind of a big criticism that I have for Finn Balor. And personally, as far as his matches go, he uses a lot of kicks, and I think there's only so much you can do with kicks, and it becomes one-dimensional at some point. And he's dangerously close to crossing over that threshold of, you know, you have to mix up a match. You have to really be able to be versatile in the ring to make it entertaining. And he is really good. Like, he's definitely got the talent for sure, and he's athletic as hell. But you gotta mix it up. But overall, I still like Finn Balor a lot. I think he's great in the ring. He's got very entertaining matches. So there's that. His partner, Sasha Banks, is coming down now. And for Sasha, this girl deservedly is in the women's revolution. She is a great performer in the ring. I don't care what anybody says. My opinion is that she's one of the top female wrestlers, maybe period. She comes in, it's a fight. It can be very hard hitting at times, and she's equally athletic. Does a lot of really cool moves. Not afraid to put her body on the line, just like Finn Balor. I think if there was any one drawback, sometimes she comes across a little bit too ghetto fabulous, and that's just not my shtick. It's not my style, and it is other people's style, and that's fine. But for me personally, That would be the one thing. And she cuts a great promo. Like, she really can cut a good promo. Um, but, there's just that little bit of, like I said, ghetto fabulous attitude that I just don't click with. But other than that, she is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Other team starts out with Natalya coming down to the ring. Natalya, I mean, she's got to be a legend in the women's division by now. Graduated from the Hart Dungeon, Stu Hart. There's so many stories about how ruthless they were in training wrestlers, and to be the only woman to ever graduate the Hart Dungeon says a lot. Of course, she's part of the Hart family, though, too, so, But she is very, very technically sound. Incredibly technically sound. I really like Natalya's matches. Promo work, she's decent. I would go so far as to say decent, that's about it. And there are a couple of gimmicks she's had that have really gone over, and a couple that, to me, have just fallen flat. Like this new cat lady gimmick. I mean, I love cats. I have a cat right here. I love her to death. But cat lady gimmick in wrestling, it's just not working for me. It's not. So finally we have Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke, I don't think anybody would argue that he is a very, very entertaining wrestler. He gets in the ring, he can perform, and he is incredibly hard-hitting. I like that. I really, really like that. My big concern with Shinsuke is that English is obviously not his first language, and to now be in the WWE, in the States predominantly, I always say Americans are too Americanized, and I have a feeling that he's going to have a hard time really getting over when he's doing his promo work. And it's not an insult to him. It's not an insult to the fact that he, is learning the language and, still struggles with some things. It's not. It's just the fact that there is a connection value there that I think, he's going to have to rely almost entirely on his ring performance to connect with the audience. And he does with his ring performance. And one of the things about his ring performance is that it's unique. He has this very strange style about him. And it's something we haven't seen before. So, you absolutely have to give him that. For the guy to get over, just being a wrestler, not really being a promo guy, it does say something. Okay, so here we go with the volume. Maybe. There we go. So starting off, nothing's happened yet.
The matchup is underway. The first match in the first round of the Mixed Match Challenge Tournament.
Yeah, and I do kind of like this concept that they came up with. I don't know why I necessarily gravitated towards these over everything else they've done on the network and now on Facebook. But it just seemed cool, and it was something I wanted to check out, so here we are. So starting out, Natalya and Sasha. And I will say, I think Sasha plays a better heel than a face character. Everybody says that it's easier to be a heel. But she does it really well because she has that attitude. So, a couple of quick moves, and the girls tag out. In comes Nakamura and Balor. This is a good match. These two together can be very entertaining.
Superstars both made their names for themselves in Japan and have burst onto the scene in WWE to become two of the most wildly popular superstars on the roster.
That's true. It is important that these guys know each other pretty well, and they both started their careers in Japan, or at least got over in a big way in Japan.
see that. It's also fair to note that all four
Nice quick change-ups between the two. I like stuff like that.
respective Royal Rumble matches in two
Makes it entertaining.
including Sasha Natalya, the first ever women's Royal Rumble match.
That's right. History is going to be made. First women's Royal Rumble match, and the stakes couldn't be higher this one.
How do you feel about the fact that the women finally will be operating?
And you have to give Shinsuke credit because I think he's in his 40s now, so
All the generations of the past, we're all coming together and just rallying for this moment for all of womankind.
Meanwhile, Shinsuke Nakamura in control of Finn Balor.
I don't know if I got my phone on me. I'm going to look that up at some point. I think he's in his 40s. I'm not positive, but...
You mentioned the boss club, also Finn wearing Sasha's sunglasses.
So for Shinsuke to keep it up like this,
Never been a spotlight. She does
that's some pretty good stamina.
Finn Balor, one of the most wildly popular superstars on the roster, the leader of the Balor Club. Sasha Banks just wants to be mentioned.
I just turned 40 and I just pulled like 5-hour workday and
Sasha Banks is
that killed me because I haven't been working in a while.
She's the boss, and she didn't get that way just by waiting for someone else to do the work for her.
Shinsuke puts his head on Balor's chest and does his little taunt thing. And that's the one thing about Shinsuke is like, he has a personality that really comes out in the matches. There are some things that are a little odd for me, but whatever.
Asuka versus Biggie Carmella match. Now Finn get a bit angry. Misses with the kick. Shin misses with one of his own. A little bit of a standoff there. Finn Balor throwing up his trademark two.
I like it. They both did a couple of high kicks that missed and then kind of showing each other a little bit of respect in the ring.
Participate, interact socially, and talk all about this show. Hashtag WWE MMC.
Natalya tags herself in.
Now comes in off the tag. She's the best person to be in the ring at the moment. Create a little rift and some mockery from Natalya. And Sasha having a
You know, it's funny because Natty is pretty stout. She's a thick girl, and she got a lot of muscle to her. I think in real life she could probably throw some of these other girls around.
And look at Sasha. Double leg takedown of Natalya. Oh! It's boss time, all right. And now Sasha. Oh, wow.
Kind of an inverted atomic drop. I love the thing Natalya does where she like steps over the girl's back and then comes back across the ropes and kicks her in the face. It actually shows some really good balance on her part to kind of make it look like she's actually stepping over, because obviously she's not.
She does that on this, but there's a reason that Natalya's one of the longest tenured teammates in WWE.
Oh! Banks able to get up a desperate boot. In face first goes Natalya. Sasha looking to turn things around in this mixed match challenge matchup and a big right hand. Banks with a double.
I love the double knees that Banks does when she sets the girl in the middle rope.
Out by Natalya.
I do like that move.
Able to make it out of harm's way outside the ring.
I remember when I first saw it, it was her and Charlotte Flair going at it, and I was like, that's cool. That's kind of innovative. Something you haven't seen before.
Natty's desire to get attention, her obsession with getting adulation from the fans does sometimes ends up getting her into trouble.
And I'll tell you guys, man, that's something that I really like is when wrestlers can take like simple moves, like AJ Styles in the Phenomenal Forearm. He takes a regular forearm and, you know, turns it into something a little bit more visual. Sasha went for a Suicina outside on Natty outside the ring, and Nakamura caught her. So Sasha jumps over Nakamura onto Natty outside.
That high-risk style that Sasha Banks displays, that shades of her hero, Eddie Guerrero.
Banks been a little brazen, mocking Nakamura. Oh! Good night. Is that enough
Or
for Natalya to put
Natalya's
Sasha away?
discus clothesline. Speaking of, you know, just switching up moves. I do like, instead of just doing a regular clothesline, make it a discus clothesline. Yeah, something just a little bit more visual.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, another team in the mixed matchup, challenge matchup is that team there. Sami Zayn, Becky Lynch interacting with WWE fans in the mixed match challenge chat room. And they've had a lot to say throughout this matchup. In fact, at one point, Becky said, Natty and Shin must be feline good right now, playing off the cat relationship with Natalya. Sammy said, snap your fingers for the coolest team in MMC. That'd be Sammy and Becky. Well, you're supposed to be watching the match right now, not reading the internet. Well, this is what the mixed match challenge is all about.
Kind of slow right now. Just you know, headlock in the middle of the ring.
Now Sasha trying to make a tag to Finn. Right in center of the ring. Is that enough?
Which I think in a match of this style,
Natalya.
it's kind of the wrong thing to do, only because you could be switching out and keeping the pace a little bit higher, keeping people, you know, give them a little bit of a rest and then come back in. And if you keep a pace up like that, it makes a better match. If you take it to the mat and you've got like simple moves like headlocks that stay on for, you know, a couple of minutes, you're going to lose people.
And this is exactly what Natalya learned in Japan.
Natty's got Sasha in an abdominal stretch and then taking her leg and cranking it back.
That technical style.
Sasha really has to make a tag to Finn Balor. Tries to get there. Natalya doing a great job, not allowing Sasha to. And it's a Guri and a tag. Here comes Finn, meaning Shinsuke has to enter the matchup.
There was one point a little bit earlier where Sasha was doing a kick, and you could kind of, she made it a little bit too obvious that she was smacking her leg for the sound effect. Like, usually they hide it pretty good, but that was actually pretty obvious.
Thunderous chop from Balor. Echoed throughout the arena. Over the top, lands on his feet. Shinsuke,
So Balor and Shinsuke coming back in, fast-paced, trading kicks.
Balor. Oh, Finn could be looking at the dropping the elbow right to the chest cover, hooks the leg. Is enough to win this match? Almost had him. And an air fall. That Finn can just come at you from every which way with his offensive style.
That's right, Michael. Finn is an international superstar. He's experienced all kinds of style.
You know, it's funny because there's so many guys that are still stuck on the size of wrestlers, not realizing sometimes it's the small guy that's going to whoop the ass at a big dude in real life. Finn Balor, he's not big, but man, is he cut up. That dude is shredded.
Nakamura setting Balor up top. Shinsuke, one of the most dangerous strikers in the game. Another example. That could be it. Cover by Shin. Hooks the leg. Balor at 2.
Nakamura's offense is just so unique. You just never know.
Nakamura, it's like he kind of uses real martial arts at times in the matches. Because there are a select few of these guys that are in martial arts in real life, and, you know, not to say they're legitimate badasses or anything, but can apply some pretty cool stuff.
Face first. Finn's in trouble. And here we go, Corey. Shinsuke could be thinking about it. If this knee strike lands, it's good night, Finn. Here we go. And Balor with a sling blade.
Balor catching Shinsuke with a sling blade off the Kinshasa run.
Finn now on the hunt. Oh, it's Finn driving Shin right to the corner, and he's in the drop zone, guys.
You can see the momentum's changed.
This is how Finn Balor won the Universal Championship. Up to the top rope, and Natalya.
Ooh, Natalya hit the rope when Finn Balor was up there. Good call.
Teamwork. That was fantastic. And Natalya wasn't disqualified because she
Kinshasa.
Great point, Corey. Cover.
Ooh, Sasha with the save.
Disqualified Banks immediately. And Natalya now involved. Bodies flying everywhere.
Sasha's evening the odds.
Banks thinks she can just break the rules.
Banks is in there to make sure that Natty stays out of that business.
And now Shinsuke and Finn Balor. And Shinsuke looking to close get out a victory here. Close the door. Nakamura once again. Here we go.
Oh.
First post. Make the ring shift.
Shinsuke was going for the Kinshasa.
Sasha.
Balor sidestepped him,
Looking to make a tag.
so he went into the ring post.
Tag made.
I love it when dudes really sell. Oh. He tags Sasha and Natalya was still outside, so she does a double knee jump to the outside. That's kind of cool. See, I love Sasha Banks, man. She comes up with original moves. She's definitely not afraid to put her body on the line. She's done some crazy stunts before. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can't respect it. Double low drop kick to both of them. That's cool. Nice. So there you go. Alright, so first week you have Finn Balor and Sasha Banks over Natalya and Shinsuke. I mean, it was a pretty good match overall. It had a kind of a lull in the middle where, you know, like I said, the headlock, standing in there for a couple of minutes with it. I think in a match like this, you can really toy with it a little bit more. But overall, it was pretty entertaining. You know, not great, but it was definitely entertaining. So, yeah, I think this is definitely a good match to start off the Mixed Match Challenge. So, let me know if you guys seen this. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackwitz. Cage Nation out.